welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do my favorites for the month of September. I cannot believe that we're in October, but I am so excited because I feel like this is like the best time of the year. I know a lot of people will agree with me because it's just time to spend with your family. This is the perfect weather. I mean, October, November, and December are pretty golden in my book, as well as January. Like, those are my favorite months because I just feel like there's so much goodness in those months. So yeah, I wanted to share with you guys some products I've been really enjoying these last couple months and wanted to show you how amazing they are and why I love them so much. So I'm just going to jump into it. So the first product is from Makeup Forever. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Fondant. It's the Makeup Forever Stick Foundation, okay? And this is in the color Y445. And I bought this and I was a little hesitant, I'm not gonna lie, because I had seen so many mixed reviews on this product when it first came out, like quite some time ago. And I know they sent out a bunch of PR products, so I was a little bit nervous about that because I thought that a lot of people were kind of just talking it up because they were sent the product. So I finally worked up the nerve to try it, and I was even more nervous because when I was checking out, the girl's like, oh, this slid all over my face, it didn't stay. So I was like, because she told me she had oily skin and I had combination to oily skin, so I was a little concerned. But I was like, you know what, I am so good for returning something if I don't like it, so what's not the difference with this guy? So I took it home, I tried it, I wore it to work, and I love it, you guys. It goes on so easily. It's so easy to apply to the skin. You just kind of like create your lines all over and then it just buffs out with any buffing brush that you use, and it's so easy to work into the skin, and it goes on full coverage. It just covers up all your imperfections. It's just so easy, and it kind of has a satin to dewy finish. I worn it throughout the day and it does give me a little bit of dewiness, but not that you look oily or greasy. It's just a nice dewy finish to it. The only thing I will say that's negative about this, and I don't know if anybody else has had this problem with this product in particular, but I cannot find the right shade for me. This shade is a little bit light, and the one that's one step deeper than this is a little dark. So I feel like I need to get the darker shade to create the perfect mixture for my skin tone, which is the only bummer because it is an expensive product and nobody wants to buy two of something to get the perfect match. You just kind of want to have the one and just be done. But overall, it is really great. I really have been enjoying it, and I cannot wait to play with it some more and get more use out of it. So moving on from that, I'm going to share with you guys the My Sculpted Face It Cosmetics palette. This palette has been my go-to. I found myself gravitating towards it so much when it comes to bronzing my skin. In particular, this shade is my absolute favorite right here because it works so well with my skin tone. I'm a max NC44, NC45 in the summer months. It just gives me the perfect bronze because it doesn't pull too much gray, it doesn't pull too much red, which is really important because I feel like sometimes it's hard to find the perfect bronzer for my skin tone, and I know a lot of you will agree with me on that because they just pull like all sorts of crazy colors on my skin. So when I use this, I just feel like it's perfection in a bronzer and I cannot get enough. And the great thing about this palette is that you have this deeper shade right here, which will give you your gray, which will create that cast that you want when you're creating a more defined contour. So you do have that option with it, and this is just perfect for all over the face bronzing, just that beautiful bronze skin. And these two right here are really good if you want to highlight underneath your eyes. It's beautiful. I will be honest and say that I do not ever use these two shades up here. This white is just white, and I'm clearly like so much darker than that. And this shade right here is a highlight, but it's very frosty and it's just so white that it will not work for my skin tone. So for these two, I really don't get my money's worth. If anything, I do use this as a brow bone highlight or my inner tear ducts. That's the only thing that really works for me, but I don't really get my use out of that. But this palette is really great. It's such a great formulation and it just goes on with ease. It doesn't look chalky. I just love it. It's a really great product, and I just cannot rave about it enough. So moving on from that, I'm going to stick with the IT Cosmetics. I'm going to share with you the No Tug Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. This is just in the color black, When I first saw this, I was a little hesitant because it said gel, and I feel like gel can get a little messy and it could run, and I was just hesitant. I didn't know if it was gonna stay in my waterline. And if you watch my channel, you know I absolutely love the Buxom Call Me Liner. That is my favorite eyeliner. But when I used this, I could not believe how amazing this product was. It is so black. I will swatch it for you so you can see. The great thing about this is it is super pigmented, stays in your waterline all day. The longevity on this guy is absolutely crazy, and it's got a twist up retractor thing, so you don't have to worry about sharpening, and with one swipe you could just see how black that is, and it stays in your waterline all day, and you don't have to be like working the product in your waterline. Like as soon as you dip it into your waterline, like the product is there and it is pigmented. You just go whoop once and it's like black. So I love a really great black liner, and I feel like this has definitely been my jam. It's been the love of mine, and I will definitely be suggesting this to some people because it is just the jam. And I mean, I think I might love it a little bit more than the Buxom one, and I love the Buxom one, but this one is amazing. And I've actually been really impressed with the IT Cosmetics line. I haven't really used so many of her products, but from the products I've used, I've loved them all, and I think they're great. I have her brow pencil, which is really nice. I have that Celebration foundation. Yeah, Celebration foundation in the color Rich that you know I use religiously here on my channel to set my concealer under my eyes and on my primer. And I just think that her line has been bomb, and I haven't used her brushes, but they feel amazing. My mom has one of her face brushes and it is bomb. And yeah, I just think that that brand is really great, and I can't wait to explore it more to see what other things they have to offer, but I've been really impressed so far. Okay, so moving on from that, I'm going to share with you guys the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in that glow. This is such a great product. I mean, if you are a makeup artist, someone who freelances, someone who just wants versatility and universal product for so many different skin tones, I definitely feel like this will be your best friend. I love it. I think that every shade is amazing. It goes on so well. It's so pigmented. It's very creamy, easy to work with. These two are really great if you're medium skin tone. This is great if you're lighter. This also reminds me of NARS Albatross. You could use it on every skin tone, no matter what shade you are, light to medium dark, but especially on those who are lighter, I think it will look great. And this is my favorite for when I want a natural highlight but nothing over the top. But if I want to up the amp, I will mix them with these two. And if I want to like add a little bit more gleam and make it a little more vibrant, I'll run into this guy. But overall, this palette is so great, so universal. It belongs in everybody's kit if you are a makeup artist, because it is that awesome. And it's just so user friendly, and it will be, you know, something you can use on so many different skin tones, which is really great. And I feel like makeup artists like that versatility and universality. So yeah, this product is the jam. So moving on from that, I'm going to share with you guys this NYC liner. This is the one that comes with the twist up, and it's a brush. This product is really nice. I love to use this on top of my Lorac Frontline Pro Liner. If you watch my channel, you know I love that as my Ride or Die wing liner. That is just the easiest for me. I just get the precision I want, and it's just so easy. Or I also like the Kat Von D one, but I will say that when I use those, if I have a shimmery eyeshadow, sometimes I feel like the shimmer kind of overpowers the liner and it's not as black as I would like for it to be. So when I feel like that's the case, I will go over on top with this NYC one, and it will deepen it up. It'll make it super black, and it's completely matte, which is nice as well. But I will say that on its own, I can't use it for creating a wing or anything because it doesn't give me that precision, but it's great for deepening. So moving on from that, I'm going to share with you guys the Too Faced Hangover. This is the primer. It is a coconut primer, and I love it. If you watch my channel, you know I love the Marc Jacobs coconut primer. I believe it is as well. But when I went into the store and I was asking about this one, she said it was very similar to the Marc Jacobs one, so I was a little excited because I do love it, like I said before. But she said that this one is a little more natural, doesn't have as many additives as the Marc Jacobs one. So I felt like that was really great, because I like to keep things as natural as possible. I mean, I know that kind of doesn't make sense because makeup is just chemicals, but I love it. It's so hydrating on the skin. I love the way that my foundation lays on top of it. It just gives my skin like this really beautiful hydration and that glow. And I love it also because sometimes when I'm rushing in the morning and I don't get a chance to moisturize, I can just throw this on top and I feel like my skin's getting the proper hydration it needs. So I love this. It's great. I think it's a great product and I would definitely look into it if you're someone who's into those hydrating primers. So moving on from that, I'm going to share with you guys a moisturizer. This moisturizer is called La Roche-Posay. This is the Intensive Daily Anti-Wrinkling Firming Fill and Care. This moisturizer has been really nice. My mom gave it to me and I'm pretty sure you can find this at CVS, Walgreens. It's very affordable from what I was told and it's really great. It's great for dry skin as well and I feel like it's really hydrating, but hydrating to the point where it's not overly oily or like feels like you have a ton of product on my face. Because I feel like when you use moisturizers, I hate a moisturizer that feels like you have moisturizer sitting on the skin. Like this one melts into the skin. It feels really nice. And I love that Clinique one that I shared with you like a couple months ago. But this one's really great as well. And it's a little more affordable. So I thought that would be something cool to share with you guys. And I love it. I've been using it a lot. And it has a lot of product in there. So you'll definitely get your money's worth with this guy. So moving on from that, I'm going to share with you two highlights I have been really enjoying, and they are from the Jeffree Star Cosmetics line, and it is in the color So Effin' Gold and the color Dark Horse. So they look like this, and they are huge pans, you guys. Like, he did such a nice job with the amount of product that he gave to his customers. I love the colors. I think he did an amazing job at creating a selection of colors for all different skin types, whether you're very fair, medium to dark. I feel like the Dark Horse is going to be great for those who are deeper in skin tone, and the So Effin' Gold are great for the medium to medium dark skin tones. What I love to do with these two is mix them together and they make a beautiful color on the skin. They're ultra pigmented, they're so soft. They really remind me of the Kathleen Lights times Makeup Geek highlights that they put out. Texture as far as product goes, and they're ultra pigmented. Like, you just do one swipe and like it is bam in your face highlight right there. Like, look at that on the back of my hand. Like, they're ultra pigmented. I just love it. They go on so easily. I think that he did a really good job with these, and I think that for the price point, the amount of product you're getting is unreal. Like, I will show you this in compared to a normal size highlight. Okay, so this is the typical size of a highlight. This is the one from Makeup Forever, and bam, look at this Jeffree Star one. It's like, honestly, like two of these. So you're getting double the product. This one contains 0.15 grams, whereas this one contains 0.3 ounces. So let me see. This one's 0.53 ounces, excuse me, and this one is 3. So you're getting quadruple the amount of product in it, which is really nice because the price point's pretty good for as much product you're getting, and the product in itself is amazing. It's just so easy to work with, so seamless on the skin, so pigmented. Your highlight will be on fleek with these guys. So yeah, I'm really excited to try more. I bought one and then just tried it, liked it, bought another one. I really cannot wait to try out King Tut because that one I feel like will be the best color for my skin tone, but so far I'm very impressed with the product. I know Jeffree Star has a little bit of controversy around his name, but aside from that, I really will say that the two products I've tried from him are great and I haven't had any problems. So, I mean, if you want to support him, you can, or if you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to, obviously, but I do think these are great products. So the last thing I'm going to share with you guys is the Dolce & Gabbana number 3. This is the Perfume. I love this perfume, you guys. It smells amazing. I think that it is one of the best smelling perfumes I've ever smelled in my life. Dramatic, I know, but it is really great. My friend, my best friend, used to wear this all the time, and I used to always be like, what are you wearing, Les? And he's like, oh, this is Dolce & Gabbana number 3, and it smelled so refreshing because it's got a grapefruit smell, but the best smelling grapefruit you've ever smelled in your life. But like, it's kind of fruity, but just so nice, and it just stays on the skin, and it smells so refreshing to me. So I love fresh scents, and I feel like this is a really good scent. And I think you should try it. It's like, it was hard for me to find, but when I was able to find it, I got it as a gift and I was super excited about it. So I definitely think that this perfume is something You should look into it. It smells so good and I've been loving it this month. So this will end my favorites for this month. I hope you guys enjoyed it and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.